Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Kraen in Kraen's Kitchen. Today we are coming to you live from another kitchen. Today we're at a special place called The Loft, which is a place called The Bend, which is up in Phoenicia, New York. I'm on vacation right now, but I'm never on vacation from cooking. So I love this place. This place is really, really cool. Anyway, today we are going to cook shrimp. Now, shrimp is one of those foods that where you can like really have your stuff taste really good, or you can like wind up jacking it up just because you don't know what the heck you're doing. This show is geared for people that don't like to cook, but you know what? You still have to eat anyway. Even when you're on vacation, if the place comes with like a stove or something like that, you know, utilize it. I mean, heck, you're paying for it, right? So utilize it. But again, if you don't like to cook, then you know what? I would recommend you just like, not eating. If you're gonna put your stuff in a skillet, I would recommend making sure that if you're using an olive oil, make sure that the oil, make sure that the oil is hot. I would recommend too. Olive oil is really good. They did make a an oil that is high heat friendly. So now make sure that when you have the shrimp that it's already you have it thawed out, because if you have shrimp that's already still has water on it, that's not a that's not a good thing. I would recommend putting this on low, only because it reduces splashing and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put the shrimp in the pan, and then we're gonna cook it. And while it's cooking, I'm gonna get to some fan mail, and then I can answer your questions and stuff like that. Now with our shrimp, I put fresh dill in it. Now remember, the shrimp is already pre-cooked, so you don't want to cook it too long because then it's going to taste like rubber. And if you're into eating rubber, then you might as well just go eat a rubber band or something else that tastes like rubber. I would recommend putting the setting on low. If you put it low, then it won't burn as well, because again, you're cooking pre-cooked shrimp. The max temperature I would put is 4. So while the shrimp is cooking, we're gonna get to some letters that fans wrote. And thank you very much for all my fans, because if it wasn't for you writing in, I would not be able to read anything while this stuff is cooking. So our first letter, letter is from Gina out in Santa Mauritius. Oh, hey, that's out on Long Island. I know where that is. Gina writes, "Dear Kraen, I love your show, Cooking with Kraen in Kraen's Kitchen, as it is a family favorite." Aw, thanks. Wanted to know, is it a good idea to put a lid over anything that is frying, like chicken or shrimp? That's a great question. You can put a lid on it, but myself, I don't like putting a lid on it, because sometimes when you take the lid off, and this thing goes, and if you have oil, and that oil drips into the flame, and then you're gonna have a real problem with maybe flames shooting out. That's a great question, Gina, and thank you to you and your family, and continue watching. So our next fan writes, Stuart writes, "I am a horrible cook, so I rely on watching Cooking with Kraen's Kitchen on a weekly basis. I'm surprised my family hasn't left me yet." Wow, that's insane. Well, you know what? Stuart writes, "If I travel, what is the best food to take with me while traveling?" That is a fantastic question. Now, depends on where you're going. Sometimes if you go to places and they have a full kitchen, like refrigerator, full stove and stuff like that, like the place that I'm at now, you can pretty much take everything. But always plan on how many days you're gonna be there. You don't want to get a gallon of milk and you're only going to be there for a couple of days, unless you're taking that milk back and forth with you. But who wants to do that? especially if it's like a couple of hours and it's summertime and it's just like, what's that smell? You know, because, you know, sometimes along the way while you're driving, you know, you'd be stopping and all of a sudden you get back in the car and you'd be like, smells like milk in here. Yeah, I forgot. And you'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot I had the milk back there. So depending on what you're getting. So if you buy stuff that's pre-cooked, all you got to do is just heat it up. Now, if they have a stove, utilize it. I mean, if you're on vacation, you're paying for it or you paid for it anyway. Microwaves are okay, but you know what? Just because you're going on vacation doesn't mean that you don't have to eat. So just plan for it. If it has a freezer, definitely get some freezer stuff, but keep in mind of stuff that you have to defrost. And Stuart, I don't think you're a horrible cook. You know, a lot of people like tougher on themselves than anything, but even if you are a horrible cook and your family's still with you, then it can't be that bad. So thank you again for writing in. All right, so this one comes from Fatty Patty. In Chicago, this is real. Fatty Patty writes, what is it? Shit. Fatty Patty writes, what is a good, what are some good diet foods to take on with you while you're on vacation? Wow, Fatty Patty, that is a great question. I gotta take another letter. Now, Fatty Patty, that is a great question. I recommend that any type of foods, whether you're on vacation or not, that if you're concerned about food on vacation, I recommend just not eating at all. Just don't bring anything, okay? So just don't bring anything. Just, I mean, we don't want you starving to death, so bring lots of fruit. That's a great question. Foods that I would recommend is if you're going on vacation is no different than the food that you would be eating at home. That you would be so bad. Fuck. I'm sorry. And this is coming to you live too. Oh God. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for writing in. All right, so this concludes our episode, our live episode of Cooking with Kraen and Not in Kraen's Kitchen. Thank you and have a great day. So the main ingredients are shrimp, which is pre-cooked, so it's cooked shrimp, fresh dill, and olive oil.